Hello, this is your tutorial, Mr. Brock. Okay, first things first, unplug the air purifier. They'll chew on the wire. Get your trash can, get your laundry basket, get the shop vac. I'll leave it in the house for you so you don't have to go and get it from the garage. Lay out that blanket. That's where you're going to put all their snacks so they cooperate with you while you're cleaning the cage. Close the doors, okay? They will run in the rooms and go crazy. Puppy pads, gloves. Close that door too, okay? And then here, take out all the decorations out of their cage so you can clean it. Food bowls, dump them in the trash as you see me doing here. The food's gross, so just dump it in the trash. It's fine. Then stack everything inside of those igloos. Pick up all their toys. You're going to find more as you lift up the blankets. It's okay if you don't get them all the first try. Really, it's fine. I have everything in 2x speed, and I'm doing one shot at my voiceover. So if I'm behind, my bad. These blankets, throw them in your pile of laundry that I also should have told you to get before I started the video. Put this lid thing in between the hay holder and the cage. Now, Rex here is going to demonstrate very nicely how they should jump in the hay baskets and then you can just carry them out because he's a very good boy. Let them eat their food. Now, Ham and Pete are going to very badly demonstrate how to do that, as in not demonstrate at all. They don't listen. So, Mr. Pete will most likely be found in that blanket, and that's fine. But as you see, they don't listen. So these two poopy heads, you will have to catch manually without putting them in the hay baskets. You might get Ham to listen. You're not going to get Pete. So put on some dirty socks and get in the cage and pick them up. There's big guy Ham. And then go back and get Pete, who has now hidden himself back in the blanket. Sorry for flashing my booty. He's going to squirm. Please hold him tightly so you don't drop him. And then pick up the hay baskets. Shortly, I will show you a different method of cleaning those. But for now, we're just going to refill them. Gloves, put them on. You're going to be covered in literal poop. So please, put them on. Yes. Blankets. Grab them and shake them out. They're covered in hay and poop. And then if you fold them and put them in the laundry basket, which I'm also about to show you, it makes it a whole lot easier to do your laundry, which I will show you in about 20 minutes. Yeah, so just shake them out, fold them, and then as I abruptly show you, put them in the laundry basket. These two blankets, there are two. Make sure you shake them out really, really nice. Poop does stick to them extremely well, and they are a little bit hard to fold, as you see me struggling here. Yeah, my God. Fold them. Put them in the basket. Shake it out. That one, I never fold, because it's like 30 bajillion years old. Am I going to fold it? Oh, lucky you! I folded it just for you, Broccolicious. I never fold it. Put it in the laundry basket. And looky there, I found some more toys. Like I said, it's okay not to find them on your first try. This blanket is going to be the grossest of them all. Fold it up a little bit and just throw it. That's what I do. Now, these puppy pads, I kind of roll them like a Chipotle burrito because there's going to be a lot of poop on them. So just roll them to keep all the poop inside. And then once it's all rolled up, you can put it in the trash can. Count how many times I said roll during that. Good luck. And then this blanket, you're going to kind of have to, like, I shake it off. You're going to have to, like, sometimes scoop the poop off because they just sit on their poop in there. It's pretty gross. Now, I kind of look like the Grinch in that. That's me deciding how I'm going to film this for you. Over the top view it is. So these things, you have to shake everything to the very edge. That is poop, that is food, that is just everything in the cage. Shake it to the very edge, and then you kind of fold it up and make a little opening like that. And then throw it in the trash. Wow. Sorry if you're using headphones. I think that was really loud. Dump as much as you can into the trash and then shake it out onto the other thing. There's going to be little pieces of poop stuck to it, so just make sure you pick them off. With your gloves, that's why you're wearing them. You can see Pete running around in the background. That was pretty funny watching fast motion. And then, guess what? Fold it, put it in the laundry basket. And then you're going to do it again. This one has all of the hay on it, so it's going to be extra, extra hard to get everything there. Sorry about my butt there. This was really hard to film. Yeah, dump it in the trash. Pretty easy. This one, you're going to have a lot of pieces of hay, like, sticking into the little tarp. So you're going to have to shake it out really, really well. And then look at that. Fold it. Guess where we're putting it? The laundry basket. You guessed correctly, probably. And now the shop vac. This does not scare the guinea pigs. Do not be afraid to turn it on. However, first starting with this, vacuum around the cage, because when you're picking up and shaking out all of the blankets, you're going to make some like poop debris and you're going to drop some pieces of hay. So vacuum that up first. And then do not do what I am doing here. I filmed this very, very badly, and you will see shortly why. I'm having to shove the hay into the vacuum cleaner. So instead, while you have your gloves on, just pick up all of the remaining hay in the cage, just like in big handfuls. You have to get every single piece and put it in the trash. So that way you don't have to do what I'm doing here and shove it into the vacuum cleaner, and then just hope it goes down. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on there. Rex likes to help and sometimes chew on the bars of the cage. So if he does that, just gently push him away because he's going to break his teeth eventually. But yeah, pretty plain and simple. Just vacuum the entire thing. See, look, I just had to take off the thing and make it eat all of the hay that it's not going to eat. See, it doesn't work. So don't do it. Unless you want to be stupid like me, don't do that. Just scoop it up, and I even have a little broom and a little sweeping dustpan. Just put it in the trash. Makes your life a lot easier. But yes, pretty simple. Just vacuum all of the little hairs that they will rip out of each other because they fight. Sorry about that. Vacuum up all the hair, all the food dust, food particles. You can vacuum up the poop. It's fine. I will clean the vacuum cleaner before you get here and when you get back, so you do not have to worry about that. Also, in this video, you will not see me wiping anything down. I will do all of that for you, and then if you will just clean them, I will worry about wiping everything down. They can be gross sometimes, but, that's fine. I'm running out of commentary right now. So, Jeopardy question, the Daily Double, and I've told you this before, so you better freaking get it right. Which animal do guinea pigs most closely resemble in their digestive tract? Okay, time's up. It is a horse. Good job if you got it right. Guinea pigs and rabbits most closely share a digestive tract with horses. They're called hindgut fermenters. That is why they eat so much hay. It all ferments in their colon. Oh, look, we're done. Puppy pads. So you're going to shake them out. Fold them in half. And then the side that is folded and creased at the top there, you're going to line it up with the edge of the cage. Now, it's not going to hit all the way to the other edge of the cage. So guess what? You're going to fold another one and line it up on the other side. Wow, so creative, Ella. Yeah. So you're going to do it again because it also didn't hit the side walls. So once again, fold it and shove it all the way in the corner. And then your last one, I put 4 in here because, like I said, they poop a lot and they pee a lot in here. So it's going to soak through. This is what it should look like. All 4 corners should be covered. Pretty easy. Now, the tarps. Woohoo! Put them in the cage. Simple as that. I like to line them up at this forefront edge where we just put the puppy pads. Lay it as flat as you can. They're a little bit too big for the cage, so if you have a little bit flapping over, that's perfectly fine. Just make it as flat as possible. And then get your second one. Woohoo! Put it on the other side. I like to leave that little square over there in that far corner. Because they don't really go over there. And I don't really feel like it needs any extra protection from their poop and pee. So once again, just make it as flat as possible. It's not going to be completely flat, and that's fine. Then this blanket. This one goes inside of the little cubby hole. Fold the pocket inside out. I don't know why. Just do it. And then fold it like this. I genuinely don't have any other way to describe it other than just watch the video. Fold the edges in, and then you're going to fold it into the cage. So I kind of lay it about 3/4 of the way in there and then fold it over the top of itself. Now this right here, these are the 2 blankets I was talking about earlier. You can kind of see that there's a color difference, but this one right there has a straight edge and a textured edge. This one is going to be a little bit choppy because I cut them myself. Now, you'll see here I'm struggling to find a choppy edge to show you the difference between the two, because they all look pretty straight, honestly. I'm kind of scissor skilled. But yeah, we're going to use that one first, the one that has the choppy edges. Find the longest edge, which I kind of did not do here, and just throw it in there. Kind of tuck the edges under so it's not just like completely crumpled on one end. So kind of fold the edges in, but that's kind of it. Like I said, not really much instruction to this. You just got to watch. And then this one, it's going to be not textured on the top there, but you're going to fold 2 textured sides to each other. So the 2 corners I'm adding there, they are textured. And then you're just going to, once again, woohoo! Man, they are running so fast. See, they like to help. Fat helpers. In case I didn't make sense, 2 of the sides are textured, 2 of the sides are not. Like the little edges. So you're just going to fold the 2 textured ones together. Now, for the other blankets, this one, you're just going to lay down. It goes into the corner where there is no tarp. Pretty simple. Once again, just make it as flat as possible because they will crawl under them, as you saw Pete doing earlier. And then this one, fold the pocket inside out again as well. I don't know why, just do it. And then this one, you're going to fold pretty similarly to what we did with the rainbow blanket over there. You're just going to fold it. See, look, 1 and 2. You're just going to fold it to fit in that little space right there that I just pointed out. Now you're going to put the hay right there. Shortly, I'm going to show you a different way to do the hay. But for now, we're just going to refill it. Now, put the lid back on. They sometimes will jump on that. Not all the time, but sometimes. It has a little lip, and it connects into the divider that is in there. So just push it in, push it down, because if they push it down, they're going to scare themselves. Put those blankets back on. They don't really need to be washed because they don't really go up there anyway. It's mainly just to create that dark little hidey hole for them. This is what it should look like before you put the decorations in. Now put them back. Whoops. You can see all of their poop over there. We're going to clean that in a second. So really, just dump everything out. Put the igloos, 1 in that corner, they're going to move it. 1 in that corner, they're going to move it. It's fine. And then you're going to put the big bowl in the corner, and then the other 2 catty-cornered, like a triangle. And with the igloos, you're going to regularly have to change them. Oh, water bottles. Yeah, I took them off before the video started because I'm stupid. So you're just going to attach them into the little chains on the inside of the cage. They just fit in there. And then you attach the lip of the lid onto the lip of the cage. So they sit there ready to drink. Pretty simple, honestly. But those igloos, like I was saying, they're going to move them. So you're just going to have to put them back. And then 1 scoop of food in each bowl. That should last them the 3 to 4 days that I go without cleaning their cage. They're going to dump them as well. So just kind of watch. They're really just a bunch of turds. And then the hay. See, like I said, we're refilling it right here. So just put on, that's the hay glove. When you take it off, put it back. Because I use that. If you wanted to keep your gloves on the entire time and then grab hay and put it in there, that's perfectly fine. And I'll refill the hay before you get here. But there will be extra hay in the garage in case you need it. Just lots of bags. Don't overfill it because they're just going to throw it everywhere. So just make sure it looks reasonable. I don't know, just with your eyes, judge, does it look reasonable? Does it look like that? Fluff it up so they have somewhere to bury themselves because they do like to burrow. And then put the lid back on because it'll cause allergies like you have never seen before. And then put everything back on top, the plates, which I will leave clean for you. This is the other way to do the litter boxes. You will have to do this every other time you clean. So you have to fully dump. I have to lift up the trash bag to let a little air in so it's not vacuumed in there. But there's puppy pads on the bottom, so just find the puppy pad and then dump it. And clean out the little pieces of poop and hay and everything that fell beforehand. Now get the other one, shove it in there, unpack it until you find the puppy pad. Find the puppy pad, roll it down. Super simple. You'll want to do this first. And because you want to make sure it all fits in there pretty nicely. And then just do the same thing. Clean and put all the poop and stuff on top of it. This is how to make the baskets. I still have not found a good way to put the puppy pads in after all these years. But really, just fold it in until it's flat at the bottom. If there's any corners sticking up, tuck them under because they will eat them and get a foreign body and they won't be able to digest anything because it's going to be stuck in there. So you'll see here I had lots of corners sticking up, so I just kind of go in there and just fold them under so they aren't sticking up profusely. And then this cabinet right here has the shavings that we're going to put in the bottom. These are just wood shavings. They don't hurt them. You're just going to fill it up until you can't see the puppy pad anymore because, like I said, they will eat them. And it is a nuisance. They will eat anything except for the food that you give them, basically. And then, like you see me doing there, cover the puppy pad. Do the second one. Like I said, do this every other time you clean the cage. Pretty simple. The tasks are relatively simple. They're just going to take a little bit of time to get used to. And then fold the bag up once you're done. Scoop up all of the things you dropped because there's no way you're going to get by without dropping any. And then just put it in a random box. I don't care. Vacuum it up later. Done. I didn't edit that long enough. Woohoo! Back in our original clothes. Then you're going to catch them, Pete again, and put them back in the cage. You're done. That is Rex. He's the biggest one. Rex and Pete tend to cough. It's normal for them. Ham is a bully. He likes to hump and bite. So, just watch them. They're going to fight. There's nothing you can do to get around it. And then the snacks that you put on the Buc-ee's blanket, they will never finish by the time that it is, the cage is done. So just put them back in the cage. They'll eat them over time eventually. Now, to clean up all the poop mess they made. Start by moving everything out of the way, duh. Then get you some Lysol and some paper towels. I'll leave them on the counter for you. You're going to use a lot of Lysol this time around. Kind of just dry everything. There's going to be pee and poop. So just dry it up. Use it as kind of like a broom, or you can use the actual broom to sweep all the poop into one place so you can vacuum it. Make use of everything. Just make sure all the pee is dry. And like you see me doing here, vacuum it all up. I like to do this after they're in the cage so I don't accidentally vacuum them. Not that they'd fit, but high hopes. Pretty simple. And then you'll have to see me undo the entire thing again because the stupid vacuum doesn't work. I'm just kidding. It's me being stupid. Jeez, I really thought I edited this out. My bad. Sometimes you have to take the top off to get it vacuumed, and that's fine. And, geez, I thought I edited that better. Now to Lysol. You're going to just need to Lysol everything, honestly. Get yourself 1 or 2 wipes, and then just wipe down the whole floor, basically. Anywhere they stepped around the cage, by their beds. This flower one that is closest to the camera is Pete's. Then fold up the Buc-ee's blanket, put it in the laundry basket, throw everything away, unplug the vacuum cleaner. You can leave it in the house, just unplug it so they don't chew on the wires, because they love to chew on wires. Done! Okay, now the most important part, washing the laundry. I start with only half of the load. The whole load overwhelms the washing machine. So just put in the first 4 blankets like I showed you. Fill up the entire laundry detergent holder. I have a new laundry detergent for you, so it's not going to take that long. But fill it completely. Then use this bleach mixture. It's not pure bleach. Don't worry about it. It's bleaching you. But yeah, fill up the whole thing. And then make sure you close all the bottles. We're going to go normal, casual, hot, cold, extra high spin speed, and a high soil level. Then when it's done, switch it over to the dryer. 1 dryer sheet only. Check the lint trap if you want to. I don't really care. And then just dry it for an hour. Simple.